All right, welcome back to the Central Valley Buzz, everybody. I'm your host, Chuck Leonard. Can I hear it for Sista Otis? Yeah, all right. You know what, Billy? Let's bring her in. Let's talk to this girl for a minute here. Hello, Sista Otis.
Hi, Chuck.
Are you?
How you doing?
Nice to see you. And your name?
Scott Burns.
Scott Burns.
Scott
Burns, huh? Yeah, okay. Hey, now, Sista Otis, where do you get the name from?
I got my name at a speakeasy in Philadelphia about 4:30 in the morning or something like that.
What did they call you before?
So I was at the speakeasy and I was like, woo! Had been drinking and partying all night, and Otis Redding's "These Arms of Mine" came on, and I was singing it and I was being kind of theatrical, and the 6'2" black crossdresser turned on her heel and she said, "Girl, they should call you Otis." With a soulful voice like that, you need a soulful name. They will never forget a girl named Otis. Well, I thought that was the funniest thing I'd ever heard. So for the rest of the morning or whatever, I was introducing myself to everybody as Otis. And everybody's like, "How did you get that name? Is that your real name?" And when I left, everybody was like, "Bye, Otis. Take it easy, Otis. Nice meeting you, Otis." I said, "Damn, girlfriend knows what she's talking about."
Right.
So then when I went back to Detroit, I figured I'd tell my oldest friends start calling me Otis. Then I knew it was meant to be. But I wasn't gonna make nobody call me Otis.
Right.
But my friends from the old neighborhood went right away started calling me Otis. So I said, well, it was meant to be.
Awesome.
So now I'm the only Sista Otis on planet Earth, so I'm so easy to find.
Where are you from?
Originally from Detroit, born in Detroit, hailing from New Orleans.
Scott, you from Detroit also?
No, I'm a Montanan.
Okay, we'll get back to you. There's another story there.
Yeah.
So you're from Detroit, but you say you're hailing from New Orleans. What's up?
Yeah, well, I lived there for years after Katrina. I was touring through before Katrina. Then when Katrina hit, my friends were all down there gutting houses and rebuilding the great city of New Orleans. And so they said, "Otis, you need to come on down here. You're the good time girl. You need to cheer everybody up. People are really going through, we're still finding bodies. Like, it is heartbreaking." And so I went down there and I did like USO style shows for all the volunteers and the people who had lost their homes. I went from soup kitchen to soup kitchen and emergency kitchen and shelters and stuff like that, and just sang for everybody. And just was the most amazing experience. And all you heard on the news, because we're talking about news, regular news, not entertainment news, is bad stuff.
Right.
But when you got down there, you got to hear all these heroic stories, all these amazing, beautiful stories of maybe FEMA didn't show up in time, but your neighbor with a blow-up raft did.
Right.
Some amazing stories. And it was just, and then so after that, I just never left.
Your adopted home.
Yeah.
Now, your style, what do you call that? What do you call your style of music?
I just say it's rock and roll because rock and roll originally is country music and R&B mixed together. It's a gumbo of sound.
Right.
And so what we originally would call rock and roll back in the day, say the architect of rock and roll, Little Richard, who is the man. I love Little Richard.
I love Little Richard myself.
Yes. And what he would call rock and roll, what he created, to what we call rock and roll today is two different animals. So I just call it rock and roll because it's a gumbo of sound.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, when you started playing music, who turned you on? Who made you think I want to do that?
I always just grew up around that. My dad is a singer-songwriter, and I just thought that's what people did, is write little songs, and all the neighbors would all come over and sit in the backyard. My dad's band would practice in the garage, and I'd play tambourine, and my grandma was a jazz singer in the 1930s on the circuit when she was really young.
Nice.
Because it was the Depression era,
Sure.
and they had 14 kids in her family. So she left.
Yeah, if one
They
had
just took out on the
talent,
road.
they hit
Yeah.
the road.
She went all over the country singing jazz songs and stuff like that. My Uncle Tony had a deal with RCA at one point in time. And so when my parents found out I wanted to do this for a living, they're like, "Oh, God, not another one," you know?
But they're behind you, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Once I started making the papers and all this stuff, and my new record, I got... You know, it's produced by Norwood Fisher from the band Fishbone, and it's an all-star cast.
Oh, really?
Yes, all-star
How did
cast.
you get hooked up with Fishbone?
So I was playing in Los Angeles, and a friend of mine knew Norwood, so she invited him out to the show. And next thing you know, there's Norwood Fisher in the front, fist pumping it and loving it, and
Nice.
said he wanted to produce an album for me, and that's what we did.
Is this your first one?
No, that's like my fifth or sixth one now.
Kidding.
So,
What everybody at home is wondering, let's just get right down to it. How'd you guys hook up?
So Sky Burns comes to New Orleans about a couple times a year. So he's from Montana,
Okay.
but he comes to New Orleans a couple times a year for Jazz Fest and.
Yeah, I think when we met, it was like my 7th Jazz Fest already. And after I'd actually lived there a couple times and cooked at the Chateau Pub and like done the chef thing and all that. And
So you cook Cajun food?
yeah, cook a little bit of everything.
Little etouffee?
Yeah, etouffee.
Yeah.
Gumbo scratch and gumbo filet and
You can go on, can't you?
All the-
How long have you been playing harmonica?
off and on for about 10, 12 years.
Is that the only instrument you play?
Yeah.
How did you get started on it?
I bought one in a pawn shop in Billings.
Billings, Montana?
Yeah.
Just on a whim, you saw
On a whim,
harmonica?
I think it was $1, and I probably played it twice, but from then point on, I always had a harmonica, whether or not I was playing it or not. I
Just
can't
kept it
really
in your
say.
pocket wherever you went?
Yeah. And I finally picked up on it enough. I started playing a little bit more, going to open jams and going to open mics and all that. And
Who's your harmonica hero?
oh, more than likely Little Walter, but
we got a
Sonny Boy Williamson too.
We got a few great harmonica players here in town, also.
Yeah, I heard Larry Shuffle's one of them.
Larry Shuffle's not a bad harp player. We got Jeff Halleck. We got John Clifton from the Mofo Party Band. All kinds of great harp players here. Now, what turned you on about it? Because it's different. You just don't see that many harmonica players these days.
I always joke that that there's like 80 billion guitar players and there's only like 84 harmonica players.
How many do you carry around with you?
Oh, about 8 or 9.
8 or 9 always. How is it that you two got to playing together?
I started booking some gigs for her, and I told everybody in Montana that I was going to sneak in as her harmonica player.
So that's true. So he started off as my booking agent.
He wiggled his way in, huh? and so you guys, how long have you been touring together?
It's third full year.
And you told me that you've been on the road for 7 years straight.
I've been on the road for 7 years straight, and you asked me where do I call home now?
Right.
Well, it's kind of like whenever a part of my tour ends, just somewhere in that area. I've got friends now all over the country, and so most recently though, when this tour will end, we'll be on the road for 6 months, 140 dates. It'll end in Miami, Florida, and then I'll take December and January off, and I'm going to St. Kitts Island.
Ooh, the Caribbean.
Yes.
Yeah, have you been there before?
I have.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you like to do while you're down there?
Snorkel.
Yeah.
Let's drink exotic drinks.
You taking this guy with you?
Nope.
You sitting in the back of Montana?
No,
We're on the road for 6 months. Please, no, he's not coming to the Caribbean with me.
You guys are here today to promote your upcoming show at the Otis Olympic Tavern on October 1st.
October 1st, yes, Otis Olympic. That's going to be so much fun.
Have you played there before?
I have played there before, and the first time I played there, I was by myself, and nobody knew who I was. I think it was a Tuesday night or something. So there was 2 people in the bar, Larry Shuffle and Doug Varner.
Okay.
And they were like, "Oh my God, Otis, we love you!" And next thing you knew, they called all their friends. The next show I played there
They
was
called all their friends. Next show, 2 more people showed up.
Yeah. Actually, we packed out
two
the
great
spot.
friends, Larry and Doug. I'm just joking.
We actually packed out the place. And I want to give a shout out too to Ivan. And Ivan passed away, and he was playing lead guitar. He was an amazing lead guitarist and an extremely inspirational character. And he must have had, I don't know how many hundreds of people that he'd have on a text list, and he would send out inspirational messages every day and just keep everybody looking on the sunny side and remind people of everything that was important. He was just an amazing character, and I just want to give love to Ivan and his family and to his memory, and we just had a wonderful time, so I'm looking forward to doing it again.
Awesome. Sister Otis, the Sista.
Yes,
Otis.
yes, sir.
The CD is called Charmed. Where can people find it?
You can get it on, if you go to sistaotis.net. Somebody stole my .com.
Okay.
I'm going to be getting it back, but when it's up for auction, I'm not paying the scoundrel that bought it for me because I get the first dibs. But sistaotis.net, you can order the whole album. You can also go on iTunes, just punch in Sista Otis, you'll find me.
Awesome.
I'm the only Sista Otis on planet Earth, so I'm so easy to find.
And you can also find these at October 1st at Otis Olympic
That's
Tavern,
right. That's the best way to do it. Get it live. We'll sign CDs. I'm gonna dance with snakes, swallow swords, light myself on fire, hop my guitar amp. It's gonna be crazy.
All right.
It's gonna be a rock and roll show. You gotta do this.
All right, Sista Otis, great meeting you.
Thank
Scott
you.
Burns, nice to meet you, friend. We're gonna take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. Stick around.
All right.